Hey Homeworthy, my name is Joanne and this is Rocky. Welcome to my home in Dublin, Ireland. Come on in, I'll show you around.
You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
Hi, my name is Joanne Mooney and I'm a content creator, and welcome to my home in Dublin, Ireland. I've lived in my home for 20 years, so we moved in 2004. It's a new build actually, so we bought it off the plan, so it was complete blank canvas. The painters actually painted all the walls magnolia, which is, obviously I'm not a fan of magnolia if you look around my house. So it took me a few years to put my stamp on it. It has changed a lot over the years. I love change, I love decorating my home, but it was a magnolia house to start off with, but we made a quick change about that. I would describe my personal style as playful, fun, colourful, eclectic, just a mix of everything. I don't have a name or it's a real eclectic mix of lots of different designs. I love to clash patterns. I'm not a matchy person. You know, I'd love to match like red and pink and unconventional colours that maybe you wouldn't think would go. And I get such a buzz from interior design and decorating my home. And I'm a firm believer that our surroundings affect how we feel, so it's really important to me that I'm surrounded with lots of colour and style, and it just makes me happy. Welcome to my kitchen. This is a 1-year-old kitchen, so at the back of the house is north facing, so it's quite dark, so I opted for this gorgeous butter yellow colour on my presses, so I have sunshine in my kitchen all year round. And we've got really nice earthy tones and oak island, and I love it. It's always really bright when I come here, no matter what time of the day it is, and I've got really nice lighting. And also some plates are too nice to be in a cupboard, so I have all my favourite plates on a plate wall here. So this is a really good idea for a feature wall in your kitchen, and it's just really colourful and I love how it looks. This is my favourite plate. It's actually the smallest plate on my wall. It's actually a tea bag dish, but it's so unlikely that I would hang this on my wall, but this is probably my favourite one. But I do kind of change them around a lot. If I've been on holidays, I love to buy a present for my house, and I bought some really nice plates in Portugal, so when I'm away I like to bring home like really nice plates. So I do change them around quite a bit, but yeah, I would say that was my favourite, my little tomato. I was in Portugal about 2 years ago and I was hugely inspired by the tiles over there, but my budget I couldn't afford them basically. So I found somewhere in Dublin here in Ireland that sold tiles that were very similar to the ones I saw in Portugal. So that's, when I'm on holidays, I'm always inspired for you know, ideas and colours for my home. So that's where this idea came from, and I thought the blue goes really well with the kind of butter yellow cabinets on the kitchen. And also I love this reeded glass. It's also called fluted glass, where you can kind of see all my cutlery, which is also very colourful, and I just think that's a really nice feature. It kind of reminds me of the 70s, but it's definitely making a comeback, and also very timeless. So that would be another huge favourite part of my kitchen. This is a small pantry, so you can hide all your junk in here and no one can see it. So my washing machine and my washing powders here, and my gas boilers here. And these presses aren't the same colour as the other presses. This is called Sulking Room Pink by Farrow & Ball, so it's like a pale dusty pink, and I think it really complements the rest of the kitchen, the kind of yellow buttery colour. This island is absolutely massive, but it's got really good storage in it. So I've got really deep drawers at the front and presses at this side. So it is brilliant for storage and I really love it. And I went for kind of an oak, earthy kind of colours here, an oak base to match in with these gorgeous LVT luxury vinyl tile oak floors that I got in the kitchen that runs into the dining room. These are from Mullen Lighting, which is an Irish company that make the most gorgeous lights. The wall light is also from them, and it's got a dimmer on it, so in the evening times, you know, you can kind of turn it down to get nice ambience if you're having dinner at the island. But the lighting is really gorgeous and I love it. I love how they drop down with the gold pendants. These windows were originally white PVC windows, and I painted them the same colour as the cabinets, and I got my builder to put this big frame around the window, because initially I wanted a bigger window in here, but I couldn't afford a bigger window. So we just framed it to give the optical illusion that I have a bigger window in the kitchen, and it all blends in with the rest of the color of the presses. But I really love that. That's probably one of my favorite. And I absolutely love my cafe curtain. I sewed these myself. I made these curtains. I'm learning how to sew. So I always like to put something that I make myself in my home. I would definitely say don't be afraid to use color in your home, especially in your kitchen. When I was looking for a new kitchen, the showrooms all had kind of grey, navy, green, white, and I wanted a yellow kitchen, so I found it hard to get the colour I wanted. So eventually I did find a really good kitchen company that told me I could have any colour I wanted. So I think outside the box and be a little bit experimental. You don't have to go full, you know, I know most of my kitchen is yellow, but you could maybe just have your island a bright colour and then go kind of muted tones on your presses. So it doesn't have to be, you know, you can introduce colour like in small pieces. These are little ceramic LED lights that I picked up for my kitchen, and they're really nice at night time. So this is textile art that I made for my kitchen. It's called Punch Needle, and I just thought this quote is really funny, and I have a thing about tomatoes, so it adds a nice little pop of colour, a pop of red, an unexpected red theory into my kitchen, and I really love how it looks in here. It really blends in with everything. Actually, it doesn't blend in like everything else in my house, but I love it. I really love it. This area was a dining room, so I had a table and 6 chairs in here, and we never used it. It was a waste of space. So we decided when we got this new gorgeous kitchen that we would turn it into a snug. So I have 2 gorgeous sofas in here, my canary yellow Chesterfield velvet sofa, and then this beautiful green. And I just got this coffee in a antique shop, and it was really in a bad way, and I kind of brought it back to life. And we spend so much time in here as a family, especially if I'm cooking, you know, and people can be sitting there waiting. So it's a really nice area that we get loads of usage out of. It's very dark, which is why I have so many mirrors in it, because they reflect the light, and it makes it, kind of gives it the illusion that it's a bit brighter than it is. So that's why I've got so many mirrors in here. It's not because I like looking at myself, but I really love this. And I love the little drinks trolley that I got in a charity shop as well. That was only like €10, and I just kind of sprayed it gold, and it's a nice little feature there. So I really love this room, and we use it so much more now. This is Punch Needle. Now, I didn't make this, I'm not this good, but I bought that, and I just love how it looks. And I just love the whole mix of colours, and nothing matches. This is the most comfortable pillow you could ever have, because you can just like, well, you know, it's like a headrest. But yeah, and this is such a deep sofa, and so you need loads of pillows on it just to make it comfortable. And I think the pillows really make it, and this one as well. I kind of went for a muted mustard with this. I really love that stripe one as well. So yeah, no, it's a really cozy little area that I love to sit down here and chill out in the evenings. I got that from my husband's late grandmother's house, and I just punch needled it. So that's all wool, and I just think it adds a really nice texture to it, and it's really, really funky. You know, it's got like really nice textures. So yeah, I would try and punch needle anything. I love to put handmade things into my home that I make, because it just makes it so special and so unique, because you wouldn't see that in a store or anywhere, you know. It's just so unique to me. Yeah, that rug is from IKEA, and I think it just zones off this area really well, so it kind of gives it a whole complete separation from the kitchen. So it's quite small, but I really love the kind of checkerboard. But yeah, gorgeous. It can't beat IKEA. Really nice. And then I have this really nice poof as well. I wanted another chair in here, but I really didn't have much space. So the poof is great, and it's so easy to move it around if we need to. Okay, this green is lick paint, and it's called Green 09, and it runs through my whole house. I am obsessed with this color. It is a really rich, dark green, and I really, really love it. So when I first painted the paneling, I loved it so much that I just have it in every single room. So there's a continuity in the house that I have this green everywhere. I love this mirror. I bought this in the Range, which is one of my favorite shops, but this was cream when I bought it, so I sprayed it this gorgeous red. I had to mask and cover all the mirror, and then I sprayed it, but I just think it's a really nice feature. And I move this around my house all the time. I have it here today, but sometimes I have it in that room. But it's just a really nice feature in here. It's really nice. And I think you can have mirrors anywhere. And as I said before, this room is quite dark, so it's really important that I have lots of mirrors in to reflect the light. I started an Instagram page in 2018 where I was just kind of documenting, say, if I was wallpapering, and I would film it, and there seemed to be quite an interest in it because people were kind of afraid to try things themselves at home, and then maybe I was experimenting with colour, so it kind of became a little bit of an inspirational page for people who are on a journey maybe decorating their homes. So I was kind of sharing tips and tricks and just ideas and how I mix my colours and how I hung wallpaper on the ceiling and how you do it. So it kind of started off more like a DIY page, and then it kind of, I started working with brands, and I got a lot of magazine shoots and interviews and things like that, and it kind of grew into a full-time career, which I absolutely love because I get to be creative every single day in my job, which is like a dream job for me. Right off my kitchen is my living room. Come on in. Welcome to my living room, and this is my gorgeous Shih Tzu Rocky. Say hello. Say hello. Good boy. The thing I love about this room, there's a few things actually, but I'm obsessed with this wallpaper. It's relatively new. It's Dado Atelier, and I just love it. It's just so nice. And I used the colours in this when I was decorating this room, lots of blues and reds. This green sofa, I didn't think it would actually match in here because it's not really a colour I would put with blue and red, but actually I really, really love it. And I made these cushions myself. My gingham, I have an obsession with gingham, like unhealthy obsession with gingham. As you can see, I'm wearing gingham trousers. But yeah, so also I have a drinks cabinet over here, and this was painted. It had like 3 or 4 layers of paint on it, and I actually stripped it down. And when I was doing it, I saw this gorgeous walnut wood underneath. So it's just a really nice feature in here. I worked so hard to get it back to its original colour, so that's something that I really love. And also I love this artwork here of this little dog that I got in a vintage shop. And also I painted the windows in here blue. So these were originally white PVC, and I painted them this blue just to blend in with everything. So yeah, no, I love this room, and it's such a bright room as well. So we always come in here from the kitchen in the evening time. They are also from the range where I bought my mirror. I love curtains, and I think the soft furnishings in here, because the blue can be a bit cold, so it was really important that I had lots of soft furnishings, really nice rugs and cushions and really nice curtains. This rug is from Toe Rug To Go, and I designed this rug actually myself, and I was absolutely honoured to be asked to design my own rug, and it's everything I love. It's got scallops, it's got a pop of red, and of course it's got the gingham. So I was really excited about this collaboration, and I got the first one for my own home. I love this sideboard. So originally it was a really dark coloured wood, and I painted this lovely blue colour, and I stenciled these gorgeous little flowers on it. It's been such a long time since I stenciled. I forgot how to do it, but once I got into it, I really enjoy doing it, and I just think it looks so nice. It's so much better. A good tip I would give people if they're decorating their homes is when they're wallpapering, because I think people are afraid to wallpaper. It is quite daunting, but I'm very much I don't care if I make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes. But when you're wallpapering, I would always say to people, measure twice and cut once. What I love most about my home, there's so many different things. I have a studio upstairs because I am a textile artist, and I teach punch needle, which is a craft that I learned myself about 4 years ago. So I do workshops where I teach it, and I have a studio upstairs, and it's my craft room, and there's no rules. I know you look around my house and you think there's no rules anywhere, but that was the one room where I can have free reign to decorate, and I've got stripes on the ceiling, and I spend more time in that room than I do in the kitchen, because it's the room I go into to sew, when I'm doing my punch needle, if I'm painting, and that would definitely be my most favourite room in my house. Okay, next I'm going to bring it into my studio. Come on. come on in here now. This is a feast for the eyes. My studio, look at the ceiling. We've got a stripe, pink and white stripe ceiling. I just use masking tape for this and paint it on the stripes. But this is the room where I probably spend a lot of my time. I have my sewing machine here, and I have my embroidery machine and some of my art that I've made. I have a bit of an obsession with wool. I have a lot of wool. And I have also got a little obsession with pom-poms. I have made this pom-pom jacket that I wore for one of my very first textile art exhibitions last year. And it's just made of pom-poms. Like, how cool is that? So I make textile art, and this is some of the art that I've made, and I teach it as well. So this is called punch needle. And up in this room, I could set up my humongous frame and make some art like this, or I have this gorgeous embroidery machine, and I like to embroider things onto clothes or cushions or make something for my house. And I also have, I'm learning how to sew, and my two daughters got me a sewing machine for my birthday, and I have that sewing machine there. So I kind of come in here and I close the door, and it's a total escapism for me, because when I'm being creative, I'm just switched off from the rest of the world. So I could spend hours in here, and I could be doing anything from a range of crafts, from sewing to embroidery to punch needle. So it's definitely my zen place. It's always messy though, I can never keep it clean, but that's a creative space, right? Definitely this embroidery machine is one of my favorite things to do, because I can embroider clothes, and I embroider my curtains, so it's just a new toy for me. So usually when I get a new toy like this, I get a bit obsessed with it, and then I'll probably move on to something else. But at the moment, my embroidery machine. About 3 or 4 years ago, I went to a workshop a friend of mine had, and she was teaching this craft, punch needle, and I just fell in love with the craft. And when I came home, I was just trying to punch needle everything and anything I could, and I just love the textures in the art. So punch needle is like drawing a picture and you're colouring it in with wool, and you can have all these different textures, and it's a really therapeutic craft. And that's why I like to teach it to people, because I think in the world we're living in now, everything is just so immediate, and we're on our phones and technology. It's really important to take the time to sit down with these crafts and make something with your hands. So I love to teach it for that reason, and it's always a great day out. So this is a jacket that I punch needled. It says live life in colour, and never a truer word was said. Okay, next I'll show you my bedroom, so come on upstairs. On the way to my bedroom, I just want to show you this gorgeous gallery wall. It's a really nice feature, and my favourite picture is this one here, because my mum painted it and I made a tufted frame for it, and I just love the colours in it. Okay, come on. Welcome to my bedroom. As you can see, the green theme continues. Green is a very calming colour, and that's why I have it all over my house. So I really love it in here. And this bed actually was magnolia, and I painted it this gorgeous deep burgundy colour, and I think it really matches in with the green. These lights I got in IKEA, and I actually cut the electrical cable off them and just stuck them onto the wall, and I have like puck lights in here that are battery operated. It's a really nice way to kind of hide any wires that will be in the wall. So, and also I really love this lamp here. Again, it's green, but I love the base on it. Not really matching anything, but you know, that's how I roll. But yeah, no, this is a really nice bright room in the evenings, and I really like it. There's a gorgeous designer in Ireland called Carolyn Donnelly, and she's exclusive to Dunn Stores, and this is some of her bed linen, and I love it because it's reversible. So we have floral on one side and stripe on the other, so you can kind of turn them around, whatever suits. And I do have a thing for stripes, as you can see also, but it's a really nice eclectic range from Carolyn Donnelly, and I'm a huge fan. So this is from her shop. The wallpaper is a little green, and it's, I can't remember the name of it, but I have that a couple of years, and it's a really neutral color, so I don't plan on changing this anytime soon, because it kind of matches with all different colors, because I do tend to change the bed color and the bed linen. So I really love that wallpaper too. And I've got really gorgeous green velvet curtains in here that kind of adds a little bit of luxury. So yeah, no, I really Love this room. I have this gorgeous velvet fringed light shade that I got from Amazon a few years ago. And of course it's green to blend in with everything else. I love this mirror. It's got a really chunky gold ornate frame and also reflects a little bit of light because it's quite a small window in this room. So it's really, it's functional as well as aesthetic. And this is my ensuite. It's really small, but I still managed to put yellow stripes on the ceiling in here because I always say your ceiling should be like a fifth wall. Why do we always paint our ceilings white? So a lot of the rooms in my house, I have like a little feature on the ceiling. The downstairs loo, I wallpapered the ceiling, and in here I just did yellow stripes because I just think pink and yellow is just such a nice colour. A really nice little vanity, kind of like a Belfast sink, and I have pink grout. Who knew that you could get coloured grout for your tiles? Pink grout on my white tiles. These are like Subway white tiles, and a really nice mirror with like Bluetooth lighting around it. It's small, but I think any room in your home, doesn't matter what size it is, it can still be gorgeous and colourful. And don't forget about your ceilings. I think it's really important that your home reflects your personality and who you are. And for me, 100, and I know there's other people live in this house as well, reflect all our personalities. So I really am a firm believer that your wardrobe as well is reflected in your home. So how I dress is reflected in my home. So it's really important that you know who lives in this house and you have your stamp on it and it's yours, and never listen to what anyone else tells you to do. If you like something, just go with it because it's your house at the end of the day. You're living in it. Okay, next room is my daughter's attic bedroom. Let's go. Come on into the bedroom. So I made this headboard using my punch needle, and I just wrapped it around to a piece of MDF and stapled all around the back, and I painted on this kind of little squiggle just to make it look like it was a bigger headboard because it was too small. And we have this gorgeous crochet. I don't know how to crochet, but my mum did this for us. So I just love the granny square crochet. It's just got such nice colours in it. And the beautiful wardrobes here, which are ideal because it's quite a small space up here. And we had to kind of think about storage. So we have the wardrobes kind of all around her bed. Again, gorgeous light coming in here and pink ceilings. So yeah, no, I really like this room. Okay, this is the mezzanine, and this is where my daughter does her college work. So it's a really small room, but we were able to utilize it to be a functional room for her to do her college work. And we also have this really gorgeous bookcase here that my husband's idea actually. Otherwise it would have been just a recess in the wall. So he's a reader, I'm not a reader, I don't read books, but these are all his books, and we needed somewhere to put them. So it was his idea to put in this bookcase, which I painted pink and painted the ceiling yellow. So it kind of all ties in with this gorgeous smiley face wallpaper, which is so fun. Home means to me when you go on holidays, like when I've been away and I come home and you put your suitcases in the hall and you know that feeling you get, it's like, I'm home. Like you can't bottle that, you know, it's a feeling for me. And I think I've created a home that when I come in, even if I've been out in the shops all day or I've been out, it's just that feeling when you come in the front door and you feel like, oh yeah, I can just take off my shoes and lie on the sofa, I'm home, relax. And I think it's really important that you can create that atmosphere in your home. Thank you, Homeworthy, for coming to my home in Dublin in Ireland. You have to go now because I need to go to my craft room. Bye!
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.